Tennis tunes! We're jumping right into this epic semifinal match between Gus in the white shirt and Gotham in the red shirt. These are both Titans. You know, Gotham has been playing excellent. Very, very impressive stuff on his end. He's got a great season here, and he's trying to give it to Gus. Gus, he's a multi-time 5.5 Ultimate Tennis champion. We will see if Gus can keep that up and hold down the title. He's got to get through Gotham, and that's no easy task. So Gotham in the red over there, let's talk about his game a little bit. And he has a vicious forehand and serve. He hits some really big angles, especially with his serve. It makes it very tricky to return it, you know, close to the baseline. I feel, at least for me, I have to step back a bit. And it looks like Gus was doing the same a little bit there. But, you know, Gus, he hits hard and big. There he goes. And on the other side, or on this side, we have Gus in the white shirt. Now, he's a killer. He just goes for so much. He just hits so big, and it's tough to take him down if he's playing well. But the thing with Gus is that, you know, sometimes he makes some errors, and sometimes he's just hitting winners. So my opinion, you know, I just want to lay it all out there. If you can keep the ball a little loopy and deep, you know, some heavy topspin, and you're keeping it deep, I think you'll force errors out of Gus. That's my experience, and you know it's never easy with him, but that's what I've found to be effective. Gotham, on the other hand, he is pretty potent from the baseline as well. His net game has gotten better, I think, but it's not his strong suit. And I wouldn't say Gus's net game is his strong suit either. So this might be a baseline battle, but we'll just have to see how it goes. But again, you know, if Gus is making errors, it can do a lot of good for Gotham. And you know, Gotham, he doesn't just slam winners, but he hits great angles, and he can put really good pressure on his opponent. So these guys can both hit very big. The one thing for Gotham, if you just saw that backhand, he's got a nice one-handed backhand, but I think it can set up his opponent a little bit. You know, every now and then it can be a little shorter. And that's the same for my backhand, that's the same for a lot of people's backhands. But right now, we're tied 1-1. And, I want to mention that my last video, I think, was the little song I did. And, you know, somehow I still have all my subscribers, I think, so that's huge. Yeah, I just thought it was really fun to make. Like, I enjoy putting that stuff together. And great passing shot from Gus. And I'm sorry I'm blabbering. I'm going to try to slow it down here, but we got stuff to talk about. No, it was fun to do that video. I really appreciate the feedback on that. I think some people are concerned for my mental health, and I don't blame them at all. But I'm doing just fine. Don't worry about that. Great shot from Gotham. And he's up 2-1. Thanks. Oh, by the way, thanks to Gus for sending me this footage so I could put a video together. I put the semifinals marker up there so you guys couldn't see how many points, you know, in total the match is and all that. I like to keep it hidden. The fence, it was just going crazy there, but Gotham was able to finish that point. And whoa, great lob. Oh no, Gotham! Gotham! Good try. It happens. But yeah, so USTA ranking, these are 4.0, 4.5 players in this league. And, you know, typically the ones that are USTA rated 4.5, typically, you know, they go deeper in the playoffs. I think that makes sense. But it's not always the case, you know. I don't play a lot of USTA. I'm technically a 4.0 on USTA. But, you know, I do typically do pretty well here in these leagues. But, yeah, all right, we're at deuce. Let's see if Gus can tie it up. Yeah, again, that backhand hurt him a little bit there, and that's tough because he hits some beautiful backhands with that one-hander. Gotham gives out the scream. That's something with Gotham, man. He's a passionate man, and I love to see it. Great shot, great shot. He earned it back there. But they are tied. So far, it's a very tight match. Good stuff, good stuff. I do want to say on the other side of the bracket, we've got Andrew Agassi in the semifinals against Felix. Now, I do have a match on my channel of me playing Felix in the quarterfinals a couple seasons ago, if you'd like to check that out. But I don't think I'll have the chance to post footage for their match. But if Andrew Agassi can win it, I would love to film him in the finals versus one of these two guys. So we'll see who wins this. But Andrew Agassi, I'm rooting for him. So far, it's just a baseline battle. I mean, they're hitting hard. They're hitting some good angles and everything. And right now, it looks like it just comes down to whoever's making the error first. But the pressure these guys are putting on each other, I mean, some of these are forced errors, you know? Yeah, if you've seen some of my doubles matches with my dad, you know, we play doubles. You know, I have a few different matches of me and my dad playing doubles against Gotham and Riz, and those guys are killers. We're like 0-4 against them, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna move on from talking about that. No, we got close one time. It was a very, very fun match, but we'll get them eventually. But you know, hey, Gotham's taking the lead here. Yeah, Gus puts up the hand, but good finish from him, you know? Great defense from Gotham there. You know, he kept it pretty deep, even though Gus was hitting some good pressure. And, you know, Gus made an error. Ooh, a little chip from Gotham, and Gus takes advantage. He is able to close that out. Sadly, I don't think we'll see Karen Gus this match. I know, it's a tragedy. We love to see Karen Gus. We want to see him talk to somebody about their manager, but it's not going to happen. Ooh, big rip. And all of a sudden it's dark. I think they finished that point. There are a few points we skipped. And, yeah, it looks way different now. That's kind of crazy. But Gotham has a chance here to get a 5-3 in the first set. A great get from Gus. Man, I didn't think he'd get to that. And then Gotham stayed attentive. He was able to finish that point. And yeah, now Gotham has a chance to close out the set. Wow, convincing stuff at the end there. I love to see the confidence from Gotham to just say, hey, this is my chance. I'm going to take it. I'm going to force myself to get this point. I'm not going to wait and see what happens. And now he's screaming at himself, so I don't know. No, it was a great finish from Gotham. I will say, you know, I was looking on, I forget where I saw it, but I saw on Reddit there were like a few comments on like, what tennis YouTubers do you guys watch? And Tennis Tunes was in the conversation. I couldn't believe it. But I did see one comment say like, I love, you know, the Tennis Tunes videos are good, but the commentary can just kind of exhaust me after a while. I totally understand that. I mean, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on my commentary, but I also understand that my type of commentary can be a little more abrasive, a little more in your face. You know, I try to keep the energy up for it, but some people don't like that, and that's okay. Ooh, good finish from Gus. You know, Gus must not be too happy about dropping that first set. He's up 2-0. Just hit a great winner, and he took that game too, so he's up 3-0. And this is how Gus works, you know, he can get so hot and cold, and it's just, when he's hot, you gotta just ride it out as long as you can so that he eventually gets cold. I love to see that, you know, Gus gave him a nice short ball, and Gotham said, hey, I gotta finish this point right here, and he went for it, perfect shot. Maybe a little too close to being out, but it was a great shot nonetheless. Alright, good for Gotham. He stayed with it. You know, he had a couple chances to finish the point, and he moved Gus around enough so he couldn't really do much. But, you know, he's down 4-0 in the second set. It's not looking too great. Ooh, good pickup, though. So I have to tell you guys, I've got a guilty pleasure, and it's called Mario Tennis on the Nintendo Switch. I play a little bit of Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis Aces, I think it's called. That game is fun. And you can like counter shots, you can like hit topspin, backspin, everything. And I swear I watch some tennis now like this, and I relate it to Mario Tennis in my head. So I gotta be careful I don't start referencing that huge overhead from Gus. Now he's got a set point. Alright, we're in a 10-pointer for the match. Both these guys want it. Gus wants to hold his title. I know he wants to keep reigning king. And Gotham, you know, he's an up-and-comer where I feel like he's just getting better and better. So I know he wants to say, hey, I'm out here. I'm fighting. I can compete with the best of the best in this league. And I know I mentioned, you know, some of this match is coming down to unforced errors. But what if one of them starts playing a little more conservative and soft? And instead of them winning more points because they're making less errors, the other player is now putting more pressure and finishing points better because the other player is playing softer. It's such a fine line, you know, trying to find the balance for each individual player. Hoo-hoo. Nice little slice from Gus, kept it nice and low. It's so funny watching their form because I feel like my form's a little weird, but I also feel like these guys, their form's a little weird as well, you know, where they look a little bit like off balance or something when they hit some of these strokes, but they're still hitting like really nice shots. So it's just funny to see that, and I feel like for me, I need to use my body more in my shot. I use a lot of like shoulder and, you know, I'm using my arm, but I need to put my whole body into it, so that's something I'm trying to work on. Wow, I can't believe that went in. I feel like Gus hit a pretty nice, like, short ball to to Gotham, and Gotham had a chance. Whew, just wide. We're at 5-all in the super tiebreaker. It's getting intense. Good finish from Gus. Alright, I've been talking plenty, guys. I'm going to hop off, but, you know, please enjoy the rest of this 10-pointer, and good luck to whoever ends up making the finals, hopefully against Andrew Agassi.